Kate Gerwig, editor of SearchTelecom.com. I'm here with Ron Westfall, the research director of Access and Applications at Current Analysis. Ron is here to share some of his views about the goings-on at NXTComm 2008. Welcome, Ron.
Well, thank you, Kate.
So, Ron, on the second day of the NXTComm 2008 show, can you tell us what's gotten your attention as you go up and down the show floor?
All right, yes. This year's NXTComm 2008 doesn't have an overarching theme. This is in contrast to some prior NXTComm type events like SuperCon, GlobalCon, where there was a common theme or a dominant theme. For example, VPN or voice over IP or Ethernet. This year, it's really advances and improvements within existing technologies, particularly when it comes to combining technologies in a more streamlined and efficient manner. For example, packet optical, where in essence the combination of physical layer optical technology is being more effectively combined with layer 2 capabilities to, in essence, combine these two worlds into a new packet optical proposition. This is strongly paralleling what's going on in, for example, carrier Ethernet, where we're seeing ongoing advances in both capacity in terms of, for example, quality service mechanisms, also improvements in sheer performance. So these are some of the networking themes that have come out from the show. Additionally, when it comes to the applications, clearly video is running dominant as a clear theme, and that is, on the one hand, improvements with IPTV offerings such as multi-HD support from a carrier, or, for example, the ability to more effectively combine an IPTV offering with, for example, mobile capabilities, and so on. So this is a reflection of maturity within the industry. We're achieving these accretive advances, and that's really the theme of the show.
Finally, Ron, can you tell us which vendors have most gotten your attention?
Well, sure, yeah. For example, I had the opportunity to meet with a wide variety. For example, Microsoft, which is obviously a household name. Microsoft is achieving notable progress with its media room platform. That is essentially their consumer IPTV software platform. And for example, it took Microsoft 18 months to achieve their first 1 million IPTV subscribers supported. But then it took only about 5 months to add on the next 1 million. So this is reinforcing the fact that this technology is proving out. It's proving scalable. Microsoft is working very effectively with strategic partners like Alcatel-Lucent, who is in essence the lead integrator for using Microsoft when they're working together on IPTV projects, for example. But also it's demonstrating that Microsoft is becoming very creative and flexible, working with vendors like IBM now in terms of making the technology more mainstream. Additionally, working with vendors such as Redback, part of Ericsson now, they came out with their SM480 product, SM standing for Smart Metro, and this is clearly targeted toward the burgeoning metro carrier Ethernet market segment, and it's indicating that there's ongoing acceleration within the industry to migrate more networking applications to Ethernet, whether it's native Ethernet or interworked Ethernet. And this has been going on for some time, but it's also showing that it's reaching a critical mass where carrier Ethernet will in essence become the mainstream method for not just transport type functions, but metro functions as well as access functions.
Do you see, speaking of carrier Ethernet, do you see the war continuing, the either or between carrier Ethernet and MPLS? Do you hear that on the show floor, people arguing that it's one or the other?
Right. I don't think it's an either or. They can clearly coexist. I think what you're hearing more about is PVP versus MPLS, as which method would be superior. I think ultimately that MPLS will prove more popular for a combination of reasons. It's actually technology that's already been proven. Methods such as GMPLS are being used by a whole variety of carriers, and naturally the equipment vendors are supporting them. That's not to deny that PPP will have support, for example, quick turn-on of basic services. So that within that context, you'll see vendors like Alcatel-Lucent supporting both capabilities, simply according to customer preference. And likewise, MPLS is simply a method for transporting Ethernet traffic. So carrier Ethernet is a very broad term, and clearly MPLS is part of that universe and vice versa.
Ron, thanks so much for being here with us. Hope to see you soon to get more of your opinions.
Well, thank you, Kate. It's always a pleasure, and it was a great working together as judges of the EOS Award.
Oh, the EOS Awards.
Yes, that was a very intellectually stimulating endeavor, and I'll look forward to working on